everyone. This is Archana from College Dunya. As we say, critical to being a leader is self-awareness. For the initiate of thoughts on education, today we have with us Dr. Seema Agrawal, Principal, Kanoria, PG, MahilaMahavidyalaya, Jaipur. Welcome to our platform, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, you have an experience of over 3 decades in the academic and research. Please share your journey towards the education sector.
I have just completed 31 years as a teacher, and if I want to say something about my journey, till my graduation I was not sure what I have to do. The 2 years when I pursue my master's degree, at the end of that I decided that I should go in teaching, because meanwhile I started loving the teaching, so I wanted to pursue for the PhD, which was at that time mandatory to pursue a career in teaching. And after that I got opportunity in this Kanoria PG MahilaMahavidyalaya, and from that time to this time I think time just flied away, and whatever ups and downs and many lessons, every class, what I say, for a teacher, every class is a learning. We say that teacher is going to the class to give lessons to the students, but honestly every class is a lesson for a teacher. What I feel that in my each class I learn something. How to tackle with the queries of students, how to explain them in different ways so that your class will not become a monotonous class. Also that when we read or we study for teaching, the approach is absolutely different. When we study for giving an examination, the approach is very much different. Our focus is that 3-hour or 2-hour exam in which we have to appear. But when we have to prepare a lecture for a class, then the sky is the limit. You cannot outline your lecture that only these things we have to prepare. And what I feel, honestly, for a lecture of 1 year, at least a good lesson need preparation of 4 to 5 hours.
Definitely true, ma'am. You said that you have only 31 years of experience. Ma'am, it's a huge achievement for you and definitely for the education sector. So, ma'am, what are the key factors that keeps you connected towards the education industry?
See, in education industry, or what I say in teaching, the best thing is that there are two important things. One is that you got the opportunity to interact with youth, and I think this is a very rare opportunity. Other thing is that you will meet every year new students. So these two things are very challenging as well as very motivating for every teacher. So whenever a student acknowledged that, ma'am, today I am in this position just because of you. Yeah, you taught me many things. You taught me to be in discipline, to be in time. And the way you teach us is still in our memory. Then I will say that is the moment when you say, okay, we achieved whatever was required. That is valueless and most awaiting for every teacher, this kind of acknowledgement for the students.
That's an amazing thing that you have said, ma'am. Like, this is not a one-way learning, this is a two-way learning. So teachers are learning from the student and students are definitely learning from the teachers. So, ma'am, being a principal of Kanoria PG MahilaMahavidyalaya, what's the philosophy of your leadership?
Being a principal, my philosophy is that since I am here in the institution, which is 58 years old institution, so many things which I have to keep in mind. One is that the legacy for which the college is known. So this is the my main responsibility, that legacy should be carried forward, so that people should know that Kanoria is as good as it was years ago. Another thing is that now there are many things which are changed because time changed, like say in COVID we changed a lot. Before COVID, hardly 20 to 30% faculty were techno savvy. Now I can say my each and every faculty is techno savvy. They are confident enough to taking any online session. They are readily prepared online material. So these things, these are required as time changes, as situation changes. So now my philosophy is that nowadays the demand from the stakeholders, our stakeholders are students, their demand has been changed. They need some kind of placement, some kind of good degree or skill-based education. So we have to change accordingly. Since we are affiliated with the university, so we can't change the curriculum which is decided by the university. So what we do, we keeps adding on skill-based courses. We have many certificate and diploma courses which we are free to design, and which we design according to the need of the industry. So the basic philosophy is that any student who pursue graduation from the college or post-graduation from the college, if a student is here for the graduation, it means 3 years the student is spending in our institution, and our objective is that in those 3 years, apart from taking that particular degree, she should be skilled with at least 2 or 3 certificate courses, so that there should be some distinctiveness, some uniqueness while that student will go for the industry employment.
That's really great, ma'am. The Kanoria PG MahilaMahavidyalaya is providing to the students, to the girl students, definitely. So, ma'am, you have shared that Kanoria has a legacy of 58 years. So, ma'am, what are the, like, if I can say, the key pointers or the key things that you wanted to share with the audience or with the students that they should know about the Kanoria?
See, the vision of the Kanoria at the time of its establishment in 1965 was outreach of education and women empowerment through capacity building. And I can proudly say that that vision is relevant after 58 years also, because still we are focusing on women empowerment through capacity building. Naturally, the skills or the way of capacity building has been shifted. Earlier we were thinking that women should know what are the rights, how to defend the domestic violence, how to overcome the social rituals, social problems which were not required. But nowadays there are other things, like we want our students should be good in self-defense. They should know how to deal with the cyber hacking, cyber security, cyber safety, and how to present themselves before the employer. So we are focusing on soft skill trainings of our students. So still we are doing the same thing. The motto, the vision by which the college was established, still we are doing the same thing, empowering the girls through capacity building, and we want them to be spreaded in the society as a good citizen.
That's a really great initiative taken by you, or I can say the Kanoria overall. So definitely the women empowerment is required in nowadays. So ma'am, in the last I wanted to ask you the feedback or the suggestion you wanted to share with the students or their parents.
See, now one big challenge is globally, that students just want to enter in the university or colleges for the sake of degree. What they think, they will get the degree and they will get the employment. But the actual world is not like that. Employer will hire you unless until you have something to give the employer. So the students are not understanding this thing during the 3 years of graduation, that regular class attendance and the sincere learning is very much required. They realize, but after they get the degree, when they realize that their degree is not worth, so at that time they realize, we have to understand. So we are focusing on mentoring our students that you have to prepare yourself for your dream career, and whatever dream career it may be, there is a common requirement that you should be owner of good communication skills. You should know how to write good, how to present yourself by good communication skills. So we are trying our best, and my message to all young students, whether you are girl student or boy student, for every student it is very much required that you should learn every day something. If you will stop learning, if you will just go with the series and passbooks and ready-made materials, and you will just want to achieve the degree, actually you have not gained anything from that investment. So invest in yourself in a specific manner, increase your vocabulary, read a lot, so that you will be able to present better of yourself at everywhere.
That's really great, ma'am. Ma'am, in the last, I just wanted to ask you to share your feedback with College Dunia.
College Dunia, we are in connection with College Dunia since last 2 years. This is our 3rd year. So College Dunia is a good kind of platform, and as I say that things are changing. So earlier, for this marketing or advertisement, we used to take help of only print media, but nowadays we know that we have techno-savvy stakeholders. So before going to the newspaper, they go for the sites online, searching that which college is good in Jaipur city, or which college is good for a particular course. So for that, we have a collaboration with College Dunia, and we had a good experience with that.
Thank you so much for your views and your feedback, ma'am.
Thank you.